Hi everybody, welcome back to Mediocre Whiskey Review. I'm Jill, your host, and today we are doing the Bookers. This is batch 1, 2023 Charlie's batch. Stick around. Alright folks, so today we're going to do the Bookers. This was not the video I intended to do today, but I went to a store earlier and they happened to have this one. So I happened to pick it up and now I happen to be doing a video about it. So a little background on Bookers. I've seen it. I've seen a lot of people talking about it lately, so I'm sure none of this is new information to you, but sit tight and listen anyway, okay? So this is called Charlie's Batch. It is 126.6 proof. It is named for Charlie Hutchins, who is the craftsman behind the wooden boxes that the Booker's bourbon comes in. So he is a longtime friend of the family, and he was a former employee of Booker No. Charlie opened his own cabinet shop with his brother, and he handcrafted the very first Booker's boxes in his garage and has created them ever since. So that's super cool that that they've, named this after Mr. Charlie Hutchins. Obviously, this was picked by Fred No. As far as the bourbon itself, it is aged 7 years, 1 month, and 8 days. I said 126.6 proof. So, for me, this is the very first Booker's that I have ever owned. I have tasted another one. I don't remember which batch it was. I'm sure it was either from last year or the year before, but I could not tell you. I do not know. At that time, I was just starting to kind of get into whiskey, so it's probably been 2 years ago now. And the Booker's was a much higher proof whiskey than I was used to at the time. So when I tasted it, I didn't much care for it because it tasted hot to me. When I came across this one today, I asked for the price on it, and I should have done a little research, but I was excited because I have never seen one of these on the shelf, not near where I am. And he told me $100, so I said, well, I need it. Because I know that the last one that my friend had picked up was just over $100. So I figured $100 was a decent price. I came home and I looked it up, and it looks like MSRP's like, I don't know, $90, I think. But that's okay. It's just $10. I didn't pay, $200 more than it's worth. So I'm okay with it. I feel okay about it. Anyway, on to the Bookers. I did already try this. I had some earlier, and I had some with a friend earlier. And I had some earlier. And here we are now doing a video. I don't know if you can see, but it is very oily, which I enjoy. I really like. So I'm good with that. The color on it is just gorgeous. And I can't wait to taste it again. So the nose on it it's caramel and vanilla. There's something else. It's kind of smoky. I don't know if that's the word I want to use, but that's what we're going with. So it's got a little bit of a smoky oak to it, which that makes sense. The nose on it, it's got a very good nose to it, and the palate Let's find out. Let's find out about the palate together, okay? Well, you for the first time, me not. So that, the caramel and vanilla come in, the heat from the proof, it kind of jumps out like mid palate, like hits my mouth and I get the caramel vanilla, and then it gets really hot, and then that subdues, and you're left with some oak and some like dark fruits, maybe maybe a raspberry. Could be a raspberry, but it's a very dark fruit. It's a deep fruit. There's some nuttiness in there. Maybe it's like a walnut, possibly. That heat still, that second sip comes like, just comes and it's doing like karate kicks in your mouth, right? Like mid palate, which I'm not mad about. It's okay. It's okay. It's good. It's good. I'm going to say that it's good, but you know, we're only 2 sips and we got to do 3. What I noticed earlier when I was sipping this, and even now as I'm sipping it, it's a bit drying in my mouth. So that's not my favorite. It's not my favorite feeling when I'm drinking the whiskeys. But it's not terrible on this. I get that a lot on finished whiskeys, that are finished in different wine barrels. This is like a different dry. It's like an oaky, maybe like I licked a tree. Maybe I licked a tree, and that's why now my tongue is dry. But it doesn't taste like a tree. So, I don't know. I poured in my glass 15-20 minutes ago. So, it's not been opened very long. Hasn't opened up very much, obviously. But I don't want to use the L word, but I might be in very big like with this whiskey. I like it a lot. So it's very balanced. It is just, it's not overpowering in the mouth. Now, I will say that the finish is a little less than I would expect. It doesn't stick around a whole long time, but I do get like that hug. It's coming down here, but I like that, right? Like, I like that in a whiskey. So, I'm not going to keep rambling, but I have enjoyed this since I opened it. I'm a big fan so far. So the problem with that is that, now I'm going to be looking for other bookers, and I didn't intend to spend $100 today on whiskey, but I did, and I have 0 regrets about it. I don't regret it at all. I think it's probably the best decision I have made all day. At least today, anyway. It's phenomenal. Now I'm going to do something very quickly that I don't typically do, but I want to try this with just, a tad of water, if I can do just a tad. That was like 3 drops or so, but that's okay. This video originally was supposed to be a double oaked video. I bought a couple new ones that I wanted to try against, you know, my Woodford and maybe the Elijah Craig toasted. And then I actually got, I've gotten so much whiskey the last couple weeks that I didn't know what video to do. And once I opened this one, that became the one that I was going to do. I have come into a lot of good bottles, and I am beyond excited about them, and I'm excited to review them. But it has to wait till, you know, the right day, the right mood. Today, I was in the mood for this. So with that, a little bit of water. I'll say it was 3 drops, maybe 4. I don't know. That brought out like a very dark butterscotch. There was almost like a mocha flavor, like a coffee flavor in there. That was like, it snuck up out of nowhere. And I will say that the finish on that seems to be lingering a bit. And that caramel and vanilla, it pulled that out. And have you ever just been so excited about a whiskey? You can know the nose on it is opened up so much. Great. Is this the thing I'm gonna have to do now? Is this what I have to do? I have to like sip the whiskey, taste the whiskey, and then I have to put water in it and do it again. I don't know, y'all. I do have another one that I'm going to review that I know I will do that too, because I have done that to myself with that, and it changed it quite a bit. It's just not something I ever really think about, because when I'm sipping whiskey, I'm just sipping whiskey, and I don't think about, you know, oh, what's water going to do to it? Is it going to open it up? But this right here, it almost brought out like a floral note to it. And that really, really deep, dark caramel. I'm sold. I'm sold on the Bookers. Now I'm going to have to be finding more. That's fine. So I will rate this one, and I'm giving this guy a 9. We're going 9, which is by far the highest rating I have given. But Charlie over here, Charlie's earned it. And I love Charlie's boxes. Like, they're super cool too, right? It's like, for me, it's like the E.H. Taylor tube, right? Because I love the tube. And who doesn't love, like you get a whole gift. You get a whole gift with purchase of a whiskey. And I enjoy that. But seriously, this is a damn fine whiskey, and I thoroughly enjoy it very, very much. I can't imagine that this bottle is going to last super long, but it's okay. I will be looking for more. But for now, this guy gets a 9. Charlie gets a 9 out here. Please excuse the video and the surroundings. I don't have things all the way set up yet. As I said in one of the shorts I did, I don't know that I stay at a campground in the summer, so trying to get everything set up out here has been interesting, to say the least. But we're just going to have to deal with it. We're going to have to bear with it and, you know, just take it one day at a time. So, you guys go make people smile, make people happy, do nice things, do wonderful things for people. I'm going to continue to do this wonderful thing for me right now, and that's finish this glass of whiskey. So, you guys stick around, like, subscribe, do the stuff. You don't have to stick around anymore, because I'm leaving now. Take care of each other, take care of yourselves, and I will see you next week. Cheers.